How we doing today, man? Today was an interesting day, and I know a lot of you guys got chopped up. Absolutely chopped up. I know some of you guys destroyed generational amounts of accounts. So you were in debt. Some of you guys are in credit card debt from how many accounts you probably blew today in this price action. Long here. Nah. You know what? Let's try another long. Maybe we try short here. Not happening, right? Why do I think that's the case? I don't have a crystal ball. I don't have a magic 8 ball to shake up and say, what is going on? But if I had to use my brain, and I had to use my intuition, and I had to use my experience, I would say that we have CPI tomorrow. It's been no news Monday and Tuesday. And the big man is speaking later today at 4 o'clock. The guy that sends 1-minute candles to the moon. So, that all being said, what did we expect? And I'm not one. You guys know me. You guys know me, man. I am not one to say that price action is going to be bad. Don't trade this day. It's improbable. Don't do this. I'm not one to limit you guys. I'm just as degenerate in my trading as all of you guys. I love to place trades. I took 2 trades today. But I recognized when to step away from the market today and not dig a hole, right? Don't dig a hole. Don't overtrade these improbable days. Because there's a setup tomorrow. There's a setup the next day. There's a setup every single day. There's no shortage of A+ setups, just like there's no shortage of 10 out of 10 girls, right? If you lose a girl one time, you mess up, right? And you lose that girl, don't worry about it, because there's 100 million more waiting. Wow, fumbling with my words. Waiting for you, right? Don't trip. Don't trip about that trade that you miss. Don't trip about it. Why? Because guess what? Tomorrow we're probably gonna have a banger of a trade, and I'm going to recap it. I'm gonna say, here's how I made 100 points on the Nasdaq. I mean, maybe not, more realistically, like 50 points I'll probably get. But regardless, you all will probably see me take a banger trade at some point, and it means that they're out there. And it's so easy to get tunnel vision. Just like when you lose that girl, oh my gosh, this is the love of my life. This is my soulmate. This ain't your soulmate, man. It ain't your soulmate. It's not. It's just not. Just like this isn't the last A+ setup you'll see. And there wasn't really much A+ setups today, but there was 2 good trades. First of all, though, before we go any further, PW. Big dog, Patrick Whelan, I don't know. I liked you, man, and I still do. But why did I try and follow? I was like, you know what? I haven't seen any of his content on Twitter in a while. My boy blocked me. I don't even think I've trolled him before. So yeah, man, I don't know. He blocked me. So instead of using his code, use my code on the Apex. Apex code Diego, it's 80% off. I wanted to just plug that there real quick. I apologize, but it helps me pay my bills. So I appreciate all you guys that do use my code. That being said, man, PW, what did I do to you? I don't understand. I like your content. I think you're funny. And again, I don't think I've ever directly trolled him. And I've never really said anything bad about him. I've said worse things about the people I actually learned from than him. So, yeah, man, if I could even just make 1% of the money he makes off affiliate commission, it would change my life. I could move out of my parents' house if I made 1% of what he does on commission from affiliate links, and he's out here just blocking me. I don't think I have anyone blocked on Twitter, and I get like a lot more hate than he probably gets in proportion to like people that actually mess with me. So, yeah, man, I just wanted to kind of talk about that because it's kind of crazy. And I'm also currently kind of like sweating out. TJR has a trade. I saw him post on TikTok when I was on there posting on TikTok myself. And he's in like a trade somehow here. So I'm curious to see if he ends up winning this trade or not. I mean, he deserves a win at this point if he's still holding, because this is crazy. This is crazy price action for the last hour if he's in the trade. I don't really know what he entered off of, but let's get into my trades. Yeah, let's get into my trades, man. And then I have a nice little talk I want to talk about at the end of the video. So, what do we make? We made $27. Get in. $27, right? And honestly, I'm pretty okay with that because I took one loss and one win. So we use the same size on both trades. So any profit on one micro after losing is pretty good. That's a 15-point winner if I just took one trade. 15 points ain't nothing terrible. And after losing about 20 on the first trade, this is pretty good. So what was I looking at coming into the day? Let's look at that first. Coming into the day, I had a very mixed idea, right? What was my main idea today? It was the fact that we had SMT divergence. Can't stand when people say SMT divergence, cracking correlation, a crack in the correlating assets. We had a crack in the correlating assets on the financial marketplace, and that led me to believe that we were going to rip up higher today. I came into the day bullish, right? All the nerd talk aside, I came into the day bullish. We had a SMT with yesterday's London low, or Asia low, Asia low. Right here, we had an SMT. As you can see on NQ, we did not sweep that. So we had a bullish SMT. But what did we also have that I was kind of like hesitant on? But similar to yesterday, as I was saying in yesterday's video, something very similar in yesterday's video was when we had a sweep, right? We had this liquidity sweep here. And we had that, we had the liquidity, we had the SMT here, right? And a liquidity sweep on ES. We came down just to resweep this low, put in an SMT, and then deliver higher, right? So kind of similar idea today. I saw that we swept out this high overnight, started displacing lower, and then left this big inefficiency on the 15-minute hourly. But then I realized that we did our job. We came down to resweep liquidity on ES. We don't have to resweep this low on NQ because we already swept this low with this low. And we're rejecting from a support level, right? It's plain and simple. I don't care that I trade ICT. I can talk about support and resistance because ICT isn't the be-all, end-all, right? It's not. So we end up getting a push up, and I'm looking at this chart, and I'm like, I can't really be bearish today. I just can't. I don't care about this gap. I don't care about this inversion. I don't care about this liquidity sweep. Why not? We are delivering perfectly off this daily order block again. We are bullish on the higher time frame. Like, I'm not just going to ignore this. We are bullish. But I actually did ignore it. So I actually did ignore it. I did ignore it. Yeah, we'll show you why. We'll show you why. I don't know why I said we. I'll show you why. We start in the morning and we get a beautiful chop open, right? And then we got a move up right at 9:30. We swept out the 850 high or 849 high, right? This high right here. So we put in a SMT at the highs right here, micro SMT. I should have looked at this more as built up liquidity, which I end up changing my mind and looking at it that way. And then I saw us inverse this gap right here alongside with the 5-minute, right? So I went short there. And I also like the fact that the regular trading hours, we had this gap to fill. So I wanted to see us fill this gap. If anything, that actually was pretty bullish that we had a gap because you don't always fill the gap. So I saw that, kind of gave me a little bit more of an idea to go short. I was going to go break even at this low. And I have it on video. I'm just going to explain the two trades first, then I'll pull up the execution video of the actual trades live, taking money, moving. So we've inversed everything besides this 2-minute. So the 2-minute holdings, part of the reason it failed, and the equal highs. So what happened? Where did I move my stop to? I moved my stop to this candle high. Why? Because we should really accelerate at this point if I was right. So I had a really good stop loss, in my opinion. I had a stop above this high. I was going to go break even here at a 1-to-1, and I was going to just target an expansion. I don't really know when or where I would have gotten out. I would have targeted this, but who knows where I would have ended up taking my take profit. So what else do we have here against this, or why did I put my stop loss there? Fair value gap. And again, why did I expect it to go quick? Well, because we had the SMT, we had the manipulation, and we had the displacement. This fair value gap needed to hold if I was right. And I wasn't right. Why was I not right? Well, the higher time frame narrative is bullish, so I was fighting that. And the 15-minute candle, look how bullish this prints at first. We get a very nice rejection out of this gap. Same thing with the 3-minute gap, we get a very nice rejection. So as soon as we get stopped out of that previous trade, I end up going long. So I end up getting in long right around here because of the 15-minute gap holding with this 1-minute IFVG. Very nice setup. First presented fair value gap as well, got inversed, and it's been holding the rest of the day. So I went long right here, caught this, and as soon as this started displacing higher, I'm not holding to midnight open or the previous overnight high. Why not? Because I expect low probable conditions. I have to use my intuition and my experience in the market. Why? Because you can't always hit a banger. Like, you're not always gonna get a 10. Like, you know what I mean? Sometimes you have to realize the playing field you're in, right? If I go to, if I go to a small town somewhere, I'm not going to be expecting 10 out of 10s to be prowling around. So I'm going to take what I'm given. But if I'm going to Miami Beach, right, I'm going to hold my trade longer. I'm going to, this is a horrible analogy. But you see what I'm saying, right? Like, I'm going to try and squeeze everything out I can get. Pause. But on a day like this, I'm happy with just, this thing is ripping past these highs. Let me bank this in. So I'm going to show you guys the executions to kind of walk you guys through the idea. But first, I want to kind of talk about the rest of the day. Then I'll show the live trade. What happens here? We immediately dump. So I'm glad I took my profit. I would have been stopped at break even for nothing. And I would have been down on the day still. What happens here? I was really wanting to take this trade. I was really wanting to take this trade right here. Right here, I wanted to see us come down to this 1-minute gap. We respected it. Boom. Respect wick. At this point, I got really hesitant. When I saw us get this rejection, not go lower, and then remove here, this chop, I was really hesitant to take this trade. But I really wanted it. I really wanted to. And I even said in my Discord, I said, look, I really want to long this. It was in the macro. And I ended up not doing it. And it ended up not really mattering because I wouldn't have made money on it anyways. I would have gone break even at this high for a lot of reasons, but mainly because of the chop. And it would have been a break-even trade. So I would have put myself through stress for no reason. It would have been a break-even trade. Yeah, so I wouldn't have made any money. I wouldn't have lost any money, but I wouldn't have made money. That was the only setup that I was even tempted by later in the day. Reason for not taking it, just chop here. It still looks good. It's in the macro. It didn't fail. So that's why the break-even saves you there. But, then the rest of the day just chopped. When I saw this, I started just sitting in the Discord, texting away like it was a group chat. Same thing with, I just started going on live streams, and that's how I figured I was banned by PW. So please use my code. Use my code Apex, please, dude. If I could make 1% of what PW makes, oh my gosh, dude, I could literally move out of my parents' house. I could buy myself nice food. I would be set for life. I'm just kidding. But it really would be crazy. Because let's do the math, bro. If I could get 10% or 1%, if he does 10K a day, times that by 0.01, be $100 a day. Bro, that would be 36K a year, bro. I don't think he does 10K every day, but he does sometimes. Let's just say, if I could get 10%, right? Let's just say 10%. 10%, 1/10 of what he makes. I will be balling. But, yeah, man. That's why he's probably still staying on live, even though this market is atrocious, because he's trying to pump the 80% off. So when people say I'm shameless for my code, your boy's just trying to eat. I'm trying to buy more protein-rich foods, right? I don't want to keep buying the chips because it's cheaper. I want the protein-rich food. I want the steaks. So please use your boy's code, right? I know I'm shamelessly plugging it all the time. But maybe when I start succeeding trade, I don't have to shamelessly plug it as much. And and sadly, people are going to use my code more when I make money trading. I don't know why. Just how the world works. But we're going to keep grinding, right? That's life. These were the trades. This was the only other idea. And again, this is key to succeed at trading. Look, $27 a day. I actually did well today. Took a loss, took a win. Made money. But it doesn't feel that sexy because it's $27. I can't do much with that. My account's still in drawdown, but we're chipping away, giving ourselves a little bit more distance on that max loss limit, right? That's all we're trying to do. So I'm happy with the day. Recognizing conditions, knowing when to not trade, which is today, is something that's important. One thing I was considering was going to look at gold and paper trading. I kind of want to broaden my horizons, but at the same time, I feel like it's good to just lock in on one chart and look at the NASDAQ and trade only the NASDAQ and sometimes the ES. mainly because I feel like I have like more intuition there. I don't know. But yeah, these are the days where people probably blow an account. Like you probably, if you tried to keep trading today after losing, you probably just lost more. Like, unless you're a scalper, this is a scalper's paradise. But if you're not, dude, this is horrible price action. It just is. And you're just blowing accounts. And this is where I need to make the most improvement, which is not trading on a day like this. Like, if I lost this trade and then lost this trade again, I would need to just step away and then come back another day, right? That's the biggest thing for me, is if I can just start coming back another day when I lose, oh my gosh, we'll see so much progress, dude. Days like this are days where I literally start checking the beach, checking the waves to see if I'm going to surf. And I am going to surf. That's why I'm making this video earlier than yesterday. I'm not BSing around today. I'm going to actually just get this video out and go. I've already posted like 3 TikToks today. I've already posted like 4 times on Twitter. Like, I got this stuff on lock right now. All the content I'm trying to post. I'm trying to get my stuff done, and I'm being productive, and my day is about to be done before 12 o'clock, and that's why I love this job. I just don't really make that much money. In fact, I don't make any money trading. So, yeah, I love trading. I love my job, but it doesn't really pay me much or at all. So that will be cool to see when it starts working. I cannot wait. But without further ado, let's check out the trade I actually took today. And check out the trades, right, man? So here we go. Here's the L, right? Wow, I didn't realize it was this quick. 4.5 minutes to take a win and a loss. Day done in 4.5 minutes. And just think, if I took this with one micro contract, I would have lost $430 on the first trade, and I would have made in profit. Wow, it is pouring. I would have made in profit $270 on the day. So we would have made back the $430 loss and $270. So it's kind of just like a leverage problem, a consistency problem. It's not a trade problem, right? 15 points net on the day is more than enough to eat. $200 a day keeps the doctor away, man. I mean, I could live with that. So let me see. While we're watching this video, I'm gonna see if my boy is still trying to go surfing. I'm making this video live right now. But yeah, man, I think there's a storm coming. I was about to take a video on my phone and try and show you guys, but I mean, I guess I could. I'm gonna do that. Y'all watch me lose this trade, and then watch me FOMO into the next trade while I go get this video of the rain for you guys. No, the power's going out. No, please don't cook my video. I'm gonna. I don't know if I need Wi-Fi for this. No, I guess I am on a laptop. I'm gonna unplug this thing. Shoot. Okay, I'm gonna speed through this because this video is done, bro. I can't afford to lose this video clip. Okay, we go in longs, and I just want to show you guys how I partial out this trade. I go break even. Boom. The trade starts running, and I start dragging my stop loss. Why? Because I don't have a clear target. I'm just gonna squeeze everything I can get out of this trade. Boom. Squeeze. Boom. Squeeze. 104 ticks. 144. Boom. That's the day. I don't want my power to go out. It's looking bad here. I will see you guys tomorrow. Use my code Apex Alpha Futures, code Diego. Please help your boy out, please. I'm just kidding. I hope you guys have a good day. As you can tell, I'm in a really good mood today. I don't even know why. I think I'm just recognizing the blessings that God has given me, man. So I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Tell somebody you love them, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.